EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Indianapolis Colts. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Check 26, check 26.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Easton and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Here's Eason off the play fake. eluding the pressure right.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the handoff, it's Mack. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looked...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Watch the twist.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
A carry here for Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll find Harry on the right side. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
19 Tiger. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. 19. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Panther 11.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here we go. Mike 52.
Hunt. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Again, it's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 29, Eason. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Eason sets to throw it. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Powering his way forward. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 3. He's crashing. 79 Broncos.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert buying time to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Koo now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They go play action with Eason. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Andy.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this from the parking lot, from an even 70 yards out. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kareem Hunt, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Eason to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 51 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake. Eason. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun is Eason. He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Eason. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First down.
Hold it ready. Come on, D. Hey, 86. He's sneaky, guy.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
19, Tiger,
On 1st down, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Alert 3, alert 3.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Broken tackle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 36. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Eason. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Eason. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Down to the 25. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Play action. It's Eason. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
35's the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Ali. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
It's a game of 10.
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Eason sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
His kick is good. Makes the score Patriots 31.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the run, this is Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it's Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Harry.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.